Hey, Paul, do you ever have one of those days where you felt like the dice were just against you?
Yeah, sure.
Well, they're not. I'm Rob Egan.
And I'm Paul Zajac.
Welcome to Boss Battles. This is where we take D&D live play and smash it together with sports commentary.
Kind of. Okay, so this is our second league battle. We're calling it a Glasstaff empty or full. I forget. We'll see.
We'll see how the battle goes before we name it.
Right. Okay. All right. That's fair. So it's the kind of sequel to the first part of the Lost Mines of Phandalin, or also Phandalin Below. It's a battle against Glasstaff, who is the ringleader of a band of ruffians who are terrorizing the town, and the party has to go to their mansion and sort things out.
I personally like to give the ruffians a British accent because they're the red brand or the red cloaks.
Okay, right.
But when I run it, that's how I do that.
Yeah, and so this is I guess like Clark, our first battle ever, probably a battle that other people have played. But it's a good one, and as we'll see, it's a tough one.
Yeah. So you ready to kind of dive into the numbers?
Yeah. Let's briefly mention who the party is. We've got so it's level 2. There is a paladin. None of them have specialty yet because they haven't reached their third level. We got a paladin, a rogue, a sorcerer, and a monk. Right.
I mean, that's a good party.
Yeah, it's a well balanced party. Okay. All right. So let's just take it to the match, and then we'll come back in between rounds to talk about some of the stats.
Sounds good. All right.
Hello, and welcome to Boss Battles. Today we'll be in the nice, quiet town of Phandalin, a small little village that is on the coast, on the Sword Coast, about 3 days' travel from Neverwinter. We are joined by our venturing party, who has heard that there is some trouble happening down here in Phandalin. Can we? I'm going to ask that you all introduce yourself, kind of give a brief description of who you are, and then we'll take it from there. So we'll start with Sketch.
Yeah, I'm Sketch. I'm going to be playing Jana, the monk and guide for hire. Just pretty simple guy. Just takes jobs as they come. Just trying to just keep it on the straight and narrow as much as he can. Keep everybody safe along the way.
All right. Next up is Kyle.
Hello, Kyle, playing Tobin, the gnome rogue. Here for a good time.
All right, halfling gnome. We got we have the little folks going on right now. Now we're going to Stefan.
What's up, Stefan? I'm playing Adam, gnome sorcerer. Pretty chill dude. Hat backwards, always on his game device. Chilling out.
Fantastic. And finally, Geo.
What's up? I'm Geo. I will be playing Zoth, the Goliath Paladin, the Sage of Destiny, who is here to ensure that the group reaches its destiny of greatness.
Fantastic. All right, so now we have Team Motosurf that came to Phandalin to try to help to see what's going on. They are meeting with the mayor, who has said that there is a ruffian leader by the name of Glasstaff that is taking occupation in a nearby abandoned mansion. He needs the 4 of you to go through and make sure that Glasstaff is taken care of. It gives you a little wink as a knowingly nudge as to what he means by being taken care of. To be able to be successful at this mission, Glasstaff has to be brought back dead, not alive. Luckily for you, the mayor has done some reconnaissance and has given you a layout of the manor.
Okay. So you okay with collateral damage? Because Zoth has been known to burn down a building or two for the sake of destiny.
Just for the safety of the town itself, he's asking that you don't do any sort of like high level arson. If there is damage that happens, then it will happen. But try to keep it on the safer side. Though, when he understands that
Heard
there might
low
be some
arson.
collateral damage.
Low
What was that?
arson, yeah. Just
Okay.
little arson.
Just a little arson. All right, let's switch maps. Okay, so as you make your way into the hideout, with the map that the mayor had provided to you, you know that there is a secret passage that leads to this staircase and directly into the office of Glasstaff. What would you like to do? We are not currently in initiative because no one's fighting yet, but if you know that you can make your way through the stairs and into the next room, if that's where you want to go.
I say we break the door down.
I was going to suggest that I stealth ahead and scout out a little bit.
Okay. Are you going to stealth ahead? There's really no door to break down. You can see there's a series of like buttons that have to be pressed, like pressure plates in the wall that will move it to the side. You can certainly bust through the wall if you want, but you don't need to.
It would make for a pretty epic entrance.
Does it ring of destiny? Perhaps it does.
Sketch, what you thinking?
Trying to gauge, like, if I can tell if any of those buttons have been pressed maybe more or less than other ones.
You were able to get the sense of that, and you know how to open that door. You're again, the mayor's intel is really good, so when you're ready, you can make your way right into that office.
Got it. Cool. Yeah. So if he's wanting to stealth on up a little bit, I think we should kind of deal with that. Just get a lay of the land first before we move into the office proper. Assuming
Okay.
I'm understanding
All right.
everything correctly.
Okay, Tobin, how are you getting stealth?
Well, that we're going to have to open up the door regardless. Is there a way that Zulith could open it up just a crack so I can sneak through and make my way in?
The way that this works, once the door mechanism is started, the door will then just open.
Okay.
There's no way to just open it a little.
All right. So yeah, at this point, let's open up the door and we'll head on in, because once we open up the door, it's open.
Are you going to be sneaking?
I will. Yes, I'll take any cover that I can find.
Okay, roll a stealth check for me, please. You can see that there are lots of different crates and other materials that this band of ruffians have been collecting. So there's plenty to hide behind.
Yep. That rolled a 7 plus 7, so it's a 14 on stealth.
14. Okay. All right. And now who's going through first? Tobin?
Yep.
Okay. So you should be able to move yourselves. You can go ahead and do that. Who's following Tobin? All right. And all right, so Tobin, you're gonna start out. Adam, I heard that you said that you're gonna go third from last, so that's second.
Second from last, which is third.
Second from last, which is third. Okay.
Okay.
Who's going second?
Zoth,
that
you
will
go in
probably
next
be
and I'll
me.
follow up.
Zoth.
Yeah.
Okay.
Zoth is ready.
All right. So as you enter the room, you see that there is coming from the office on the. No, that's not what I want to do.
Oh, I lost it. Oh, there I am.
Stay in the building, Zoth.
He's run away again.
My destiny, it's that way.
So as you enter the room, you see that there is what looks to be a mage that fits the description of Glasstaff looking through the door. Just put yourselves where you would normally be in the room, not up against him, because as you go through, Zoth, he's gonna fire magic missile at you.
Oh, can I use my reaction to shield?
You can, but just remember. Yeah, you can. So are you going to use your reaction to shield?
I will do so.
Okay. So you can see this mage, as he's coming through, gets an eye on you, casts some arcane magic, and shoots magic missile at you. How does your shield look?
I raise my shield and I say, "For destiny!" And then it radiates tie-dye colors out from my shield in an aura.
Amazing. I love it. So then, as you do that, you can just see the familiar thud of those magic missiles as they hit your shield and just dissipate, not harming you at all. But then you can see that Glasstaff runs away and runs off. I'm putting him off screen for now. Okay. We are now in initiative. So, Jonah, you are top of the order. Tobin, you're on deck.
We gotta go after him, man. We can't just let this stand like that.
I say go get him.
So as
Okay,
you,
so yeah,
yeah,
go ahead.
As you run through, you can see that the door is open, and that the there's the room in front of you is closed, and there's a stairwell heading up. You do not see Glasstaff.
Okay, gotcha. So yeah, this door that I'm standing in front of is currently closed.
That one is open.
Okay, gotcha.
The room across from you is closed.
Cool.
Which way are you gonna go?
I'm gonna try the door initially.
Do you have any movement left?
Yeah, I've still got 10 feet of movement left.
Okay. So as you open the door, you can see that there are a couple of the ruffians just hanging out in the room right there. And you are greeted by two bugbears dressed in their red cloaks, playing cards at the table. And as they look up and see you, they get angry, reach for their weapons.
Cool. I'm gonna step back a little bit.
Okay.
I'm gonna dodge.
Okay.
I'm gonna yell out, "Hey, we've got a couple of them in here, man. Big guys. Real big guys."
All right. Fantastic. Tobin, you're up. And Adam, you're on deck.
That I'm going to advance up behind Tobin, and with the two open doors, I'm going to take a shot at the bugbear directly in front of the open doors with my short bow.
Okay.
As a 14 to hit, 9 plus 5.
A 14 misses.
Shame that. As a bonus action, I will take the hide action.
Where are you hiding?
There's a table right here.
Okay. So you're gonna sort of like duck behind the table.
Yep.
Great. Adam, you're up. Bugbears are on deck.
Gotcha. I'm going to move directly behind Jonah right there. And at Bugbear A, I'm going to cast Sorcerous Burst and see how that works.
That's great. Roll it up.
All right, let me roll an attack here. And we'll say, let's do some poison damage, see how they like it. Okay, 17 to hit.
17 will hit. Yes.
1 poison damage.
1 poison damage. You can see the
Yeah.
bugbear just scoffs and snarls. Okay. Anything else?
Gonna look down at my Sega and just go and kind of duck behind Jonah as best as I can.
Okay. Bugbears are up. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And then 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Just blocking the door. And we're going to get A is going to do an attack on Adam.
All right.
It's going to be an 18
That hits.
for a total of 16 damage.
I'm down.
Yes. The second one's going to attack Jonah. That's going to be a 20 for 9 damage.
Oof. And that was with his disadvantage.
Oh, that's right. You're dodging. My apologies.
Yep.
I'm going to roll one more time. The good thing you were dodging, because that next one was a natural 1. So you dodge out of the way as it takes a very long swing, a very, very wide swing. You're able to easily dodge it. All right. Next up, we have South.
Oh, let's see here. Is it an action to like swap out my weapons here?
You can do that as part of the attack action. You can draw and
Okay.
stab.
Okay, excellent. Then I will draw my warhammer and put aside my longsword as I run up to Bugbear A here. Let's see. And I'm going to swing for Bugbear A and attempt to knock him away from Adam there.
Okay.
Oh, that's a 6 total. Cool. So that misses, I'm assuming.
That will miss. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. I think that's all I can do at the moment. Yeah, that's all I can do at the moment. I can't shove or anything with. That's a whole action, so I guess it's a swing and a miss, and Zotha is gonna end his turn there.
Shoving isn't an action itself; it's part of the attack action. You could do an attack shove, but if you only have one attack per attack action, then
All right. Wow. So round 1. How do you think they're doing, Paul?
Well, let's just put the stats up on the board. Okay, so you can see here total round damage. 94% of it was done by the bugbears. Party's hit percentage was pretty low, 33% out of all attacks they attempted, and there were no spells or maneuvers that required the monsters to save. But I think the fact that the party did 1 point of damage in comparison to the monsters. Right, it's not an auspicious start.
Yeah, I mean, certainly that is something that they ran into. Kind of found the bugbears were probably a little bit off footing when approaching them, and I mean they're level 2, so
yeah, it's still right. It's still not very far away from level 1, which is like basically you're level 0. You're just a commoner.
Yeah.
Right? A couple of things to note that I didn't put in the notes. We see the paladin use shield, and he gets that through one of his feats. He takes magic initiate wizard to get that, and I think an interesting move. The monk is like just ends up taking the dodge action, which helped him out. But then I think that becomes a theme as the battle goes on. Like, what is the best thing to do? Just like put the puck on the net, shoot or hit, or try and do something else.
Right. Well, let's see where they go with round 2. Are they going to continue with the defense or hit the offense a bit?
Okay.
Okay. Top of the order, Jonah, Tobin, you're on deck.
Right on. Jonah's going to go ahead and attempt a shove on B here.
You got it.
Trying to set him back 10 feet straight through both of those doors. That's going to be a DC 13.
Strength save, correct?
Strength or dex, he can choose.
He will fail. So you push him back 5 feet?
10 feet, yes.
Okay.
Let me double check that, but yes. Yeah, 10 feet for that.
Yeah, so as you really put all your weight into this, as the bugbear is towering over you, you're able to get him off balance and stumbles back through both open doors.
Cool, and with that, I'm going to go ahead and use my bonus action to disengage, and then come block this door off here.
Okay, so like you're doing like a disengage as a bonus action, free action, just sort of closing that door and huddling in. Cool.
That's it.
Love it. All right. Next up, we have Tobin.
Yep, I'm going to take aim at Bugbear A.
Okay.
That is a dirty 20 to hit.
That will hit.
That is 5 piercing damage and 4 sneak attack damage. So 9 damage in total.
You can see that the bugbear now looks over to you as like the main opponent. that's been damaging him the most?
That I'm going to try to duck back behind the table and try to get over to it on the other side, um, trying to break line of sight.
Okay.
Some stealth.
It's a small room, and the bugbear knows that you could see you go that way. So even if the line of sight's broken, it's able to understand where you went.
Yep.
All right. Adam, you're up.
All right, I will make a saving throw.
Mm-hmm.
16.
All right. Your breathing just sort of stabilizes a little bit. You're not out of the thick of it yet, but you're better than you were just a few moments ago. All right. This bugbear is going to break away. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. For those of you who are keeping track, you get attacks of opportunity because it did not disengage first and is just going after the bigger threats.
Yes, I will attack
Okay,
with
go
the
for it.
Warhammer.
Absolutely.
14.
Will not hit.
All right.
And now this one, the bugbear is going to go and try to hit Tobin. Also for a 14.
14 just hits.
Okay, you're going to take 14 points of piercing damage as you can just feel the Morning Star get into your shoulder.
Oof, not cool, man.
All right, next bugbear is also going to try to shove. This one's going to try to run in and shove the door. As his action, Jonah, you need to make a DC 12 strength saving throw.
Strength or dex, or just strength?
Or dex. Apologies. Yes.
Cool. 19.
Easily keeping this bugbear out. How are you blocking this door so this beast doesn't get in?
I have my hand on it, but more importantly, I have my foot kind of just jammed under the bottom a little bit. That's the real clincher there. That I'm trying to hang out really, really cool. Just like, no, man, just wait. We're doing something in here.
All right, physics for the win.
Busy.
All right, Zoth, you're up.
All right. I am going to walk up to Adam and I'm going to spend 5 points of my lay on hands to heal him for 5 hit points and pick him back up. Let's see here. So out of my total of 10, that's half of it. And Zoth reaches down with a healing hand and says, "Oh, you haven't reached your destiny yet, my dude." And he just kind of hoists him up. Can I yank him up with the same action since I'm physically touching him, or?
I'm going to say no, partly because in the new rules, the Paladin lay on hands is a bonus action. So you're not actually using your action.
Oh, wow.
You're using your bonus action.
Excellent.
So,
Excellent.
Adam, you're awake.
Quatsu, dudes.
Quatsu! And then
Quatsu?
and then Zoth, so let's see. Zoth is then going to 5, 10, 15. He's gonna just head over here and I'm gonna grapple the bugbear here.
You got it.
What do you want me to do there? An athletics check?
No, so the way that the rules are working, they're a little bit different now. So it's actually going to be a saving throw.
Okay.
The DC is equal to your strength, 8 plus your strength and your proficiency bonus. So proficiency bonus at 2, and what's your strength modifier?
+2, so 12.
So 12.
Mm-hmm.
And then Bugbear is going to make a strength save for that. And it's going to be a 19. So as you try to, just takes you, backs you off, and realizes now that he's now cornered.
Yeah, and I'm then gonna say, why don't you pick on somebody your own size, little man? And then just gonna like puff out my chest and kind of clap my shield and my warhammer together.
Maybe I will.
I give him a wink.
Round two. Okay.
Round two, I mean, they're looking better than round one. We see that the party damage is now up on the screen. You'll see that it's about 40% of the total damage, which is a huge increase from that 6% of earlier.
Yeah.
They are landing a lot more of their attacks that they and the fails for the monsters. So they're starting to use some of those saving throws too.
Yes. The things I noted just that happened. I like the shove move. Again, it was what we were talking about briefly before, attacking versus doing other things. But I think it was smart to shove that bugbear out of the room. There's two big monsters. Get rid of one for a while. So that happened. And then the other thing that I saw that the rogue did most of the damage and was finding ways to get advantage, which is like, is key. How do I get advantage, right? Yeah,
I mean, when you're playing a rogue, that's what's on your mind.
Yeah,
and I gotta say that shove move, I wasn't expecting it to see them shove a bugbear and succeed. But then again, focus fire is incredibly helpful when you can just narrow down the whole party against one enemy.
Right. Yeah. Okay, that's round two.
All right, let's see where the party goes now.
Okay. Next up, Jonah, you're up.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and run to hop up on that table.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, just gonna pop right up there, and I'm going straight in for the attack.
Nice.
Let's see, it's gonna be 7 bludgeoning damage on him.
Did
And
you hit?
Oh shit! Sorry, I did not roll for hit. No,
It's
I did not.
destiny.
So that's no damage. It's just destiny.
Just
It's destiny
But
damage.
I will use a focus point and go ahead and flurry on that.
okay. Yeah. So the first one you
that's
hit. Now
gonna
you take a
be-
bonus action attack and flurry blows. Perfect.
Yeah, now you don't even have to land the first one anymore. You can just always flurry of blows. That's great.
Yeah. Yeah. You can flurry.
so-
You can flurry to begin and use your action somewhere
Yeah.
else with something else.
It
So
was a
the
destined flurry.
first one is 19.
That'll hit,
Second one's 11.
and
so,
that'll miss.
Shit. So that's 4 bludgeoning damage in reality.
Okay. Well, this bugbear is looking pretty bloody right now.
And I will. Yeah, that is turn for me.
All right. Tobin, you're up. Adam, you're on deck.
Yeah, I'm going to reach down, pull out my rapier, and make an attack on him. And from my Sharpo's Vex property, my next attack has advantage.
Nice. What weapon are you using?
I'm pulling out a rapier.
Rapier. Okay. Oh, and then and the Vex to property has advantage.
Yep. That's 24 to hit.
24 definitely hits.
That is 9 slashing damage
Okay.
and 1 sneak attack damage. So 10 damage in total.
Okay. Still up.
Okay, now I'm going to bonus action disengage.
Okay.
And that crawl underneath the table and get back up into the corner.
Okay.
All right, guys. Looks like you're handling him. I can see the bugbear at the door, correct?
That door is closed.
Oh, okay. So I can't see him. All right. Well then, the one that you guys are all fighting up, I'll just jump in and hit him a little bit too, and do another sorcerer's burst.
Okay. Roll it up.
And we'll say this one. I know we were told no arson, but a little bit of arson's fine. So I'm going to make it fire damage. Does an 8 hit?
No.
All right, then that's what I do.
Okay. And at this point, you see that Glasstaff has reappeared where the secret doors were, and he can see you. So I need Jonah to make a DC 13 wisdom saving throw, as you can just see like him conjuring some magic and trying to cast hold person on you.
Whew. That's an 8.
All right, you are paralyzed as he
I
now
hate-
has
I
you in
hate
the
that.
grasp, and
no.
is laughing, but not moving because he already uses movement. Okay, bugbears are up. A is gonna take a swing at Jonah. Let's take a look. It's gonna be, it's at advantage because you're paralyzed.
Yep.
So 19 to hit,
Yep.
and it's gonna be crit damage.
I thought so.
It's gonna be 18 points of damage.
Jonah's down.
Okay. Next bugbear is gonna come in and try to burst the door again, and is able to. Is gonna take a swing at Adam. First one he sees.
All right.
16 to hit.
Yeah, that'll hit me, even with shield.
Okay. It's gonna be 15 points of slashing damage.
I had 5 hit points, so down.
All right. Okay. Zoth, you're up. And Jonah, you're on deck.
All right, and the bugbear A is looking pretty rough at this point.
Looking pretty rough. You could tell, like staggering, still up, sort of like eyes are crossing and uncrossing.
Okay. I am going to walk up and swing. Oh, I'm just going to swing at that bugbear with the warhammer here.
Sure.
You just don't want me to hit anything. Okay. All right, that's going to miss, and then I'm just going to walk over here and close the door.
Okay. Bugbear's gonna take a swing at you as you walk
Sure.
away.
Swing away.
That's gonna be for 6.
That's going to miss. Just clinks right off of my tie-dye colored shield.
All right.
It's not your destiny to hit me today. And then I just say, nope, and I close the door. Say, we'll get with you in a second. That's it.
Anything else?
That is it. And then I mean mug the other bugbear.
Okay. Jonah, you're up. Tobin, you're on deck.
Oh,
All right.
Oh.
So
I totally forgot what I had something else to do there.
We haven't gone yet. What do you want? Do you want to do a quick?
Yeah, quick bonus action, lay on hands for 1 point of healing on Adam.
There you go. Okay, Adam, you're up.
Quatsu, dudes.
It's not your time yet, Adam.
Round 3. Okay.
All right. Round 3.
Well, they're the numbers up on the screen. They're still not doing the majority of the damage, right? Only 30%. Monsters are still hitting 30% only in the amount that hits. 33%, still pretty low out of all the attacks. They didn't use any maneuvers that required monsters to save. All right.
So at this point, I mean, we're seeing that the damage and the hit percentages are low for the party.
Yeah.
Some of the explanations, I know what you might be thinking. What I know I'm thinking is, is it that they're rolling poorly? Is it the monster's armor class? What do you think is going on?
Yeah, so certainly, as we'll see, it looks like the party isn't rolling well. They're not connecting, right?
Right.
How could they not be? How could they be rolling well, or how could they be rolling on average? They're just not hitting. Other things that happened in this round that we saw. So the rogue continues to use Vex to get advantage, which I like.
Yep.
And Adam the Sorcerer tries out Sorcerer's Burst, which is new to the 2024 rules. And we did not see him. It comes up later, but he conspicuously did not do something else. And so we'll see what that is when it turns up. in the later rounds.
Yeah, I mean, we're at round 3. These battles usually average around 3 to 4 rounds, so let's see where this goes now.
Yeah.
All right, Jonah. Now you're up.
Cool. So I'm gonna go ahead and roll that death save.
Yep. Tobin, you're on deck.
Whew,
Yes.
that's
Okay.
5.
All right. Let's hope you don't get too many more of those.
Yep.
All right, Tobin, you're up. Adam, you're on deck.
All right, taking aim at Bugbear A. Try bring him down for good this time.
Okay.
That with the Vex property of the rapier, give me advantage on the roll.
Are you going to move closer to A?
I'm not. I'm using the short bow.
Okay.
Sorry, I meant to say that. That reholstering the rapier.
Yep.
That was a 17 to hit.
17 hits. Just remember though that you do not get your sneak attack damage.
I had
Jonah-
advantage on the roll
Advantage on the roll.
from the
Apologies.
Vex.
Yes, thank you. Still getting used to the Vex.
Yeah, it's a
Vex
beautiful
is
thing.
nice.
It is.
That-
It is great.
4 points of piercing damage and 2 sneak attack damage for a total of 6.
That is enough to take this bugbear down. What does it look like
Whew.
as your arrow hits?
That is just like directly over Jonah's body, just right through the throat of him, just drop him to the floor.
It hits the ground like a heavy sack.
That then going
Destiny.
All right.
to move
Adam, you're up.
over.
All right, I'm gonna see this big bugbear, and I'm gonna just go night night, and I'm just gonna cast sleep, which is a wisdom saving throw now.
Okay. Wisdom.
And as I'm doing that, with my sorcerer meta magic, I'm gonna cast heighten spell. My 2 sorcery points, he's gonna have disadvantage.
Okay. Well, I already rolled the first one, which came out to a 17.
Okay.
As you were talking about using heightened spell, so let me roll it again. 14.
That still saves. Damn.
Okay. So sees that he's getting a little sleepy, but is able to just stay up.
All right. I'm not gonna even take the chance of getting away from him because my AC is super low. So I'm gonna stay right here and just look at Zouth and be like, "Help!"
Okay. At this point, you could see that Glasstaff had a familiar. You saw like a little quasit flapping around, and that quasit opens the door. Are you, Zalth? Are you like trying to keep it closed, or
Which way does it open?
it opens into the bedroom?
Yeah, then I'd be trying to keep it closed.
Okay. So what we're gonna do is we'll do opposed strength checks. For a quasit, that's not really that good.
Well, the
alright.
way that I've been rolling it's basically my destiny to fail this check.
Let's do opposed strength checks. 5. And you got a 14?
I did, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so you can feel the door just rattling, but doesn't open up yet. You can tell that might not be the case for very long though. All right. Next bugbear is going to come up and take a swing at Zolf. Were you the one that was saying come fight? Well, here we are. Or here I am. It's going to be a 9. It takes his maul.
That is gonna miss.
Hits that tie-dye shield with a loud clunk. As you can hear the middle of the maul just sort of rend against the wooden shield. All right. Zoth, you're up.
I'm just gonna take a swing at the bugbear with the warhammer here.
Go for it.
Gonna. Once again, an 11.
Will not hit.
I just throw the warhammer to the ground and I say, "Destiny be damned."
All right. Anything
and
else?
then I'm gonna. I could step. I'm just gonna step over Adam because he's so short. For a second here, and with my.
No,
What?
you're gonna have to
No.
break. You're gonna have to break um melee with B. You can't really like step
Oh, that's fine.
over and yeah. So you
Okay.
can
I
go.
thought
You can
since he
go
was
up.
a little guy, that's fine. I'm just trying to reach Jonah there, Johnny.
Yeah. So you can go into the space between Tobin and Adam. That's like diagonal. Yep, and still
Right
be able
here.
to reach. Yeah,
Okay.
but it's gonna break
Sure.
the.
I'll do
It's
that.
gonna break.
That's fine.
All right. So he'll take the opportunity attack. It's just gonna be
Yeah.
a 9 anyway. So
I knew.
can't seem
I
to
knew.
hit the Goliath today.
Yeah.
You know what they say: the bigger
I
they
just kind of
are,
chuckle.
the harder
Yeah.
they are to
I
hit.
just kind of chuckle, and under my breath, I just whisper destiny, and then I just kind of tap. I'm gonna tap Johnny with my bonus action for one more point of that lay on hands, and bring him up, and just say, "Wake up! You're sleeping on the job." And then I'm gonna walk back over to the door, uh, and
Oh,
maintain my position,
thanks,
and then I'm just
man.
gonna and then I just kind of look at the bugbear with like this shameful look, like you knew better. You knew better. And that's the end of my turn.
Okay. Jonah, you're up. Tobin, you're on deck.
Yep.
All right, so I'm up. I'm going to bonus action disengage, pull off over here,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna kind of against all odds. I'm like wave my hands around a bit, and I'm gonna shoot out a thorn whip
Nice. All right.
for 12. So
12 will
no,
not hit.
it does not hit.
Saving all the good rolls for the big bad.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
and so that is in fact my turn.
Okay. Tobin, you're up. Adam, you're on deck.
All right. Not going to take aim with my short bow and fire off a shot at Bugbear B.
Go for it.
Misses. That is a 13 to hit.
Again, the bigger they are, the harder they are to hit, apparently.
Yep. The destiny of the dice is not with us today, guys.
Destiny of the Dice is no.
Just wait. Just wait.
All right. Adam.
Right, since he's right next to him, I'm going to try a chill touch on him.
Yeah, go for it.
That's a 7 to hit. Destiny does not want us to hit these guys at all. And if
He
I
doesn't
run
even have a
away, I'm
name.
going to get hit
Can't
by
hit
him.
him.
Destiny doesn't always mean triumph.
Yeah, like Zoz, what if our destiny is just to die in this dude's house? Like,
Nope.
It
Mm-mm.
is the curse of Icky.
Right at him and say, "I am so sorry, Mr. Bugbear. Please do not hurt me." And I'm going to like grovel, and that will be my turn.
Okay. At this point, Glasstaff has made his way back around, seeing that that closet couldn't open the door. He made his way back around and is now going to take 2 shots. He's going to take. He's going to try to take a shot at Zolf and a shot at Tobin. So these are you can see that like with his staff that he has, he's starting to hit. This is going to be for Zolf. That's going to be a 24.
That'll hit, I guess.
And it's going to be for 5 points of lightning damage. And then
I'll allow it.
for Tobin, that's going to be a 21.
Yeah, that'll do it.
And that's going to be for 7 points of lightning damage.
Yeah, Tobin goes down, guys.
All right. Bugbear is going to attack Zoth. It's going to be for 14.
That will miss, good sir.
Yeah. Wow. All right. That's their turn. You can like hear the closet still trying to open the door on the other side, just wrangling, not doing anything. Zoth, you're up.
All right. Having discarded the Warhammer of Undestiny, I will take out the longsword, and I'm heading right in between here.
All right.
And I'm gonna swing at Glasstaff here,
Okay.
the trusty longsword. One second. Does a 15 hit Glasstaff?
He takes his staff and goes as a shimmer comes across as he casts shield. A 15 does not hit.
I say you would. And then that will be the end of my turn. As I say, somebody help Tobin! And
Okay.
then that's it.
Round 4.
Round 4.
Yeah, not a super high damage round, less than the one before, but still the party's the fraction done by the party is low, or not above 50%. Their hit percentage is even lower than it was the round before, and they did try they tried to put the monsters to sleep, which I think was a really good idea, and it didn't work. Reflected in the fact that so in this instance that was unlucky. That's a spell that could have just like really turned the encounter around, and it didn't work.
Sleep certainly is something that can definitely shape the way that the encounter is going. When you put a monster to sleep and you get that advantage on the hits, the critical damage, it's really devastating.
Yeah, or they could have just said our job is to get Glasstaff. The bugbears are asleep, and they just leave them sleeping.
Right. Yeah, and that would have also been another way to win. I will say that this is unfortunately against them how sleep has been changed in the new rules. Whereas
it would have done something.
It would have done something. Most likely, if they had rolled the dice for the hit for the HP instead of the monsters
at this
making the
point
saves.
because the monsters damage probably would have done something.
But they're still continuing through. So
yeah, right. They're not right. They are alive, right? Some of them, right? Like they, I think it happens so frequently in this battle that people go down. That they are doing a good job at getting themselves back up on their feet and continuing the fight. But they're having a lot of chances to do that.
Yeah, this one is definitely something that was difficult for them to really get their footing, which is why it's already gone to round 4.
Okay, let's see what happens next round.
All
right, Jonah, you're up. Tobin, you're on deck.
All right, so gonna open up. She's going, Tobin, you got to get back on the board, man. And I'm gonna cast. It's gonna be Healing Word. I'm gonna see how that does for him. So yeah, that's gonna be 5 healed total.
All right, Tobin.
And then
you're back up.
Excellent.
So it's Healing Word bonus action.
Yeah, Healing Word's bonus action. I've still got a little something left in the tank here.
All right.
I'm pop over and try and throw another. Whoops. I'm just gonna throw a unarmed strike at him, just coming in like right over the top.
Okay.
It's gonna be a 23 to hit.
A 23 will hit. Yes.
And that's gonna be 5 bludgeoning.
For 5 damage?
5 damage.
Bugbear now turns his attention to you. More to hurt. Okay. Anything else?
No. Yeah, no, that's me.
Okay. Tobin, you're up. Adam, you're on deck.
After that Healing Word, I kind of shake off the near-death experience and stand up and take aim at that bugbear with my short bow.
Okay.
And miss terribly. That is 8.
That will not hit. No. Man, the dice of destiny, right?
Yeah.
Anything else?
Yeah, I'm just going to take the hide action and move around the table.
Okay. All right. Again, they can kind of see you, but they may not be paying attention to you.
Yep, that's a 19 on the stealth.
Okay. All right, Adam, you're up.
I'm going to go right over here and try to hold this door closed.
Okay.
I'm not dealing with another person. And then bonus action, I'm going to activate my innate sorcery. So you'll see pieces of clockwork start zipping over my head.
Mm-hmm. You don't have to use an action to close the door, but yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, then I will chill touch against Bugbear B with advantage this time because of innate sorcery.
Nice.
Roll with advantage on that. That'll be a 22 to hit.
That will hit. Yeah.
All right. And as part of innate sorcery, I just want to double check the ruling on that.
Mm-hmm.
The destiny is with Adam.
Yes. We'll save it over by 1. All right. I'm going to chill touch him 1d10 necrotic damage for 7 necrotic damage on him.
All right. Looking, still not looking worse for the wear as much, but definitely more angry. Trying to figure out who hurt him more, Jonah or Adam.
And I'm just going to hold on to the door.
What was that?
I'm just going to say it was me.
And you're going to hold on to the door. Great. All right. So now up we have is Glasstaff is going to take more attacks against Zalth. That's right in front. And instead of just like firing the lightning, he's now trying to like hit you with his staff, also charged with lightning. So it's going to be a 21 to hit.
That will hit.
And it's going to be for 9 points of lightning damage.
I will use my Stone's Endurance
Okay,
on that
great.
one. Let's see here. So I'm using one of my charges, and that will be minus 8 points of damage.
So you take 1.
Take 1 point of damage.
All right. And then he's going to attack again. And that's going to be for a 16.
That will miss.
As again he goes, and you just block it, soaking up all. You're just soaking up all the attacks that he's thrown at, from the magic missiles to these shocking to these shocks. Next, the bugbear is up and it's going to turn to Zoth and then start attacking Zoth, and that's going to be a natural 1 for a total of 5.
It's gonna miss.
Yeah. All right, Quasit is trying to get that door. Actually, no. The Quasit, you don't feel the Quasit trying to rattle the door. Okay, Zoth, you're up.
I'm just gonna cast Blade Ward.
Okay, what does it look like when you cast Blade Ward?
I kind of I just move my sword in like an arc, and then just like tie-dye magic kind of flutters behind it as I wave through, and then I'm just like, yeah, and that's it. And then I just say, "Destiny does not become you, Glasstaff."
All right, so now for the next minute, whenever a creature rolls an attack against you, they subtract 1d4 from the attack roll. Is that correct? And it's also concentration.
Round 5. Okay, well, this is now, I think, a little bit of a turnaround for the party. They're starting to really push those forces back and get the upper hand over the monsters.
Yeah, the upper hand, right? But they did half of the damage. They are hitting. Their hit percentage has gone. It was 33% for the last couple of rounds. Now it's up to 66%, which is better for sure. Other thing that happened in this round, which was we alluded to last time, is Adam used innate sorcery, and you talked to him about this, right?
I did. After the battle, I talked to the player about it, and it was one of those features that is new to 2024 rules. He had forgotten that he had it, and when he used it. It was one of those, oh, that's right moments, and I think it was key in this play.
Yeah, so everybody knows advantage is useful. I think in our preseason battle, if you haven't seen that, like that really demonstrated how powerful advantage is. This innate sorcery is just like this, like, I'm just gonna have advantage now. Like, and so, yeah. you've got to put that one out there.
Yeah, and it also increases your to hit and the spell saves as well.
Yeah.
So if you're playing Sorcerer in 2024, make sure you get that innate sorcery going right away.
I have to say, I also would have forgotten to use it. Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah,
I'm still getting used to these rules. So
yeah.
All right. That's great. Now, Jonah, you're up. We got Tobin on deck.
All right. Yeah, I'm just going in for the full attack on Mr. Bugbear here.
You got it.
So going for the unarmed strike off the bat, which is gonna be a 10, which is incredible. And then I'm gonna spend my last focus point for now to Flurry of Blows.
Okay.
So it's gonna be a 21 and a 21 to hit.
Both of those will hit.
Right, so it's gonna be 9 and 8, so 17 total.
What does it look like as you just knock this bugbear out?
I mean, I missed with that first hit, but it was more of a feint, and I just kick him right in the jaw from on top of this table, and then the final little bit's just an open hand slap, just real strong.
And again, you can feel the earth move a little bit.
And yeah, at that point, I'm gonna kind of go ahead and move myself back a little closer to the corner over here.
Okay. Tobin, you're up. Adam, you're on deck.
Yep, I'm going to move back and then take a aim at Glasstaff with a short bow.
Okay.
That is a dirty 20 to hit.
That will definitely hit.
That is 8 piercing damage and 4 sneak attack damage for 12 total.
He's looking pretty bloodied after that.
Then I am going to move off to the side again.
All right. Positioning off to the side. Adam, you're up. Glasstaff is on deck.
I'm going to cast Magic Missile at first level at Glasstaff.
Okay. Yep. As a reaction, he goes, and you can see that shimmering shield again, just as it blocks the magic missiles.
And then I'm going to step through the door.
Okay.
So just going to wave at him.
Yep, I'm just going to wave at him and go, nope.
And goodbye. All right, Glasstaff is up. He's going to take the disengage action.
He would.
Yeah, give me a moment. So he's going to go disengage 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And then gone from the map because you can't see him anymore. All right. Zoth, you're up.
I give chase. So let's see. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
You can see that
any
he's
sight of him.
Yep, he's across this chasm.
I'm going to use my action to dash.
Okay.
And I'm going to, with a running jump, I'm going to attempt to jump clean over this chasm here.
All right. Yeah, the chasm's only like 10 feet long. And what's your strength score?
10-foot head start. 15.
Yeah. So with the jumping, because this is sort of like a long jump, and you're going over.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. You have to move about 10 feet, which you're definitely doing.
Yep.
And then just make a DC 10 athletics saving throw, just to see if you slip and fall.
I do.
Okay.
A 6 total.
All right. So you slip and you fall into the chasm, which meeting you below is a Nothic, and you can see it just down this way, starting to eye you now. Oh, and his turn will be up in the next round. Anything else?
Do I see any way out from here?
The way that this pit is situated, like you could climb. Like the sides are not so steep that you can't climb them. It would be like a climbing speed or difficult terrain to get out. So
How tall is it?
It's about 10 feet. So it costs you 20 feet to climb out.
I have that. I used the dash action.
Yeah. So you still have 20 feet.
I only used 30, and then I have 70 total, and then I only did another 10. So yeah, I'm just gonna climb out.
Go for it. Yep. Just make another DC 10 athletics check.
No.
Well, we know how those go.
I mean, it's DC 10. What's the
worst that could happen,
Hey, 14.
All right, perfect. Yeah, so you climb out, and now you're like right next to Glasstaff.
And I'm just like, I just kind of like brush off the dust, and I just look right into Glasstaff's eyes, and I just say, "You can't run from destiny, Glasstaff. It comes for you, my dude."
Well, it looks like
that's it.
Looks like my destiny is to get rid of you.
Okay, round 6. Things have changed, right?
Yes.
Now all the damage has come from the party. Their hit percentage is still pretty good, 60%. Yeah.
And then they're really starting to again pull ahead. They now are doing the majority of the damage. They definitely have Glasstaff on the run, and it looks like this is shaping up to start to end well for them.
Yes. I'm trying to think. Yeah. So I think that I don't know if it's a coincidence or if it means anything. But now more of the players who have the ability to do crowd control or AOE stuff are just attacking, and their damage is going up.
Right. Yeah. When you can focus that fire when maybe the spell slots are low or you are just doing your cantrip damage, their hits are now hitting.
Yeah.
All right. Jonah, you're up. Tobin, you're on deck.
Cool. I'm gonna go ahead and bonus action dash.
Okay.
Coming straight through here and down at the, let's see. Yeah, I'm going to pull up to the edge of this chasm, which will put me at 60 feet of movement. I'm going to whip a dagger at young Glasstaff over there.
Nice.
That's going to be a 21 to hit.
The 21 will hit, yeah.
So 6 piercing. And then I'm just going to, the rest of my little movement, back up around this corner.
Okay, what's your movement?
It's 40, and with the dash, it's 80.
80, yep. So. Okay. Adam, you're up. Glasstaff is on deck.
Tobin, I believe, is up.
Sorry, Tobin, you're up. Adam,
all
you're
good.
on deck.
That going to bonus action dash.
Okay.
Going to get to here and then take a shot with my short bow. That with advantage since I hit him last time with the Vex.
Mm-hmm.
And that is double 3s for an 8.
Oof. Will not hit.
Wow.
The dice do hate us.
Yeah, this is rough.
And
the D&D Beyond.
Yeah, just going to look at him and then do the eyes pointing forward.
Like as you shoot, he just takes his staff and knocks the arrow out of the way. All right, Adam, you're up. Glasstaff is on deck.
All right, I'm going to bonus action Expeditious Retreat as my dash. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And I'm small, so I can go through them there. And then with that, I can cast my cantrips, correct?
Yeah, because Expeditious Retreat is a spelled. It's a spell slot. Yeah. But yeah, you can still do a cantrip.
All right, then I'm going to do another Sorcerer's Burst. I still have my innate sorcery, so advantage.
Yes. Nice.
Destiny.
21 to hit.
21 will hit.
And let's call this one, he was doing ice. Or he's doing lightning. I'm going to do acid again. We'll see.
Oh, one moment.
We're good.
Because he takes his staff, slams it down. You can see the shimmering shield, but it's not enough. A 21 still gets through.
So you're through. All right. So that's going to be 7 acid damage to him.
And as it does, you can just see as the acid burns through the shield and then onto his clothes and starts burning. He starts to try to get away, but gets knocked unconscious.
Round 7. Final round. Similar to round 6, the party does all the damage and is able to end the battle. I think for me, these last 2 rounds were quite similar in terms of what was going on, in that the party just was able to one, they had less things to worry about in like getting rid of a second combatant. They just could focus on Glasstaff basically, and that ability to focus. I guess that's it. The ability to focus on one thing really shows.
Yeah, and something that I neglected to say earlier was Glasstaff also has the shield spell.
Yeah.
So that is also another reason why the party was missing those attacks on him earlier on. But as we saw here, even with that shield spell, they were still hitting high and really being accurate. So yeah, they did, and then they cleaned up.
You've defeated Glasstaff.
Oh, nice. Okay.
The Nothic is ignoring you. You're not down in the pit, so he's not giving you any trouble. Glasstaff is now dead, and you can go back to the mayor. Congratulations.
Oh man, we made it through.
All odds.
Yeah.
That went so smoothly.
Yeah.
Look, I told you
Destiny
guys,
saw us through.
you just have to believe. Yeah, see,
Yeah.
Believe in
Johnny,
destiny.
Dude, this guy's
you
on
got
something,
there
man.
eventually, just like you said.
Okay, so let's it's the battle's ended. Let's briefly discuss what was going on. One interesting stat that I found through kind of running through this was like, why, and we're going to talk about it a little bit more in the analysis show. This party I think did well, right? They were doing the right things. I think you could always debate like, is it better to have, what's the best offense, a good defense, or just go wait? Like, I don't think you can ever reach a definitive conclusion to that question. But certainly there was a perception that they were not rolling well. When I went back and went through the numbers, I forget, I think it was like 43 or 47 rolls, D20 rolls.
Mm-hmm.
The average of those D20 rolls rolled by the party was exactly 10.5. So precisely average, right? They were not above average, but they were not below average rolls. It just seemed like it, which was pretty interesting, right?
Yeah, I gotta say, definitely that is something that is really going to affect the party when you have those roles, especially because at this early stage of levels where your proficiency bonus is lower. We know that we had a few different types of classes in there. Paladin definitely has that like spread of ability scores.
Yeah,
that it might, those even average rolls aren't going to hit the higher AC. So
yeah.
Relying more on, I think, saves, spell saves and such.
Oh yeah, right. Yeah, that would have been right. What do? My attacks aren't hitting. Try something that requires them to make a saving throw. It's a different type of check.
Exactly. Yeah. And then also the way that the party was really composed, a lot of them were either squishy or had lower hit dice. You had the one paladin.
Right.
Who's sort of the tank?
Yeah, and his armor class really did hold up, right?
Absolutely, which was also good because what we saw was a couple of the players went down, but they had the healing to bring them back up.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We didn't really talk about this. Was an alternate like name for this battle I thought of was like Diagnosis Paladin, because like that new bonus action lay on hands, right? You can just spam one hit point and bring people back, and they kind of like Zouth, right? Geo like kind of like was like, oh yeah, like saw that within the battle, like that, oh, this is a bonus action thing, and that really I think changed how things went.
Yeah, if you have ever played a paladin and you're trying to figure out what you want to do. Do you use your lay on hands to bring up an ally, or do you do the attack? This new bonus action lay on hands, I think, is really going to make those rounds so much more fruitful for paladins.
Yeah. The other thought I had about Paladin, I was surprised that in our lottery nobody took the Oath of Vengeance Paladin, because it's automatic advantage, right? You just like in advantage is so key.
Yeah, and the spell list is really great as well. I was a little surprised by that too.
I don't know. Maybe like if you're into paladins, like you've already played the Oath of Vengeance and want to play something else. Maybe that's it. I don't know.
That's true.
Okay, so we got more stuff coming up in our analysis show in a week. Let's leave it at that, and hope you enjoy the battle.
Thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.